So hello and welcome. North Wales side by side video. And once again with project MR2. The suspension, bushes, new arms, new discs and pads are done on this one corner. I still need to do the anti-roll bar link and do the bushes on the anti-roll bar. But I need new anti-roll bar links. But I'm not buying them off a Motor Factors. I'm not buying generic ones. I'm actually going to make my own rose jointed anti-roll bar links. And the same goes for the front. I knew this anti-roll bar link on the front, that one there, was going to break. When I spun the nut off, it stripped all the threads. But I knew on the front I definitely have to replace them. So I'm not really bothered, because again, I'm going to rose joint the anti-roll bar link. I'm going to make my own. So I have made a start on the front corner. Wheel, disc, calipers just hanging there. Don't tell me off for leaving it hanging on the hose. It's got no kinks in it, it's coming straight down. Tomorrow it's get the arm off, break the ball joint free, get what's left of the brake back plate off, clean the arm, rebush the arm, paint the arm and put that back together without the anti-roll bar link being fitted for now, because I am going to, like I say, make some new ones. But I've got that many other jobs to do. I can come back to that because it's a simple job, just the wheel off and put the new one on when I make it. But I am going to cut that one off. I'm not even going to bother trying to undo it. I'm just going to zip through the nut. Once I've got the arm off, I've got access with the angle grinder. But the main reason for coming in here tonight is have a look at the bench. It looks like a bomb's gone off. So I've just come in just to reset the bench. Clean, tidy. So I've got a clean bench for doing that corner. Before we start on the big job, which is the driver's side rear corner. I'm hoping I don't have the same problems with that corner that I had with that one. But I know the pitfalls now, so it shouldn't take so long. I'm going to crack all the bolts this time with the car on the floor. Not like I had it this time, because I think that's what put loads and loads of strain on the bolts, with them having pressure on them. I'll do them on the floor this time. And once that corner's done, do this front corner. In the meantime, I'm going to measure up the anti-roll bars on the back, measure the front one, so I can order the bits that I want, so I can make the links, and then I can come back to them. I can't set the handbrake up on the car at the moment because I need to do that side. So I'm not even going to try pulling the handbrake. I've stood on the foot brake about 20 times to reset the caliper. And when I did have a little tug on the handbrake, I mean, there's no free play. It's literally pulling the caliper straight away. That isn't right. I'm suspecting when I do the other caliper, wind it back in, that's going to get tighter. Normally on an MR2 you're adjusting the cable up because they've stretched. I'm going to be taking tension off the cable to set the handbrake up. So, can't do that till I finish the other side. But I think everything under there, quickly just, the new links, the painted arms, the poly bushes, it looks proper cool. No, that's not under seal on there, by the way, that's Hammerite paint. Once I finish going through the entire car, I will rust proof it, I will protect it. I'm going to be using my favourite lanyard guard. So like I said, it's just a reset tonight. Put tools back in the tool chest, tools back in my tool box. Like, I've got sockets lying around all over the place, so they need to go away. What we got there? 12mm, 13. There's a 3/8 ratchet lying around somewhere, but where? Oh, I'm staring at it. Didn't get put back in its hole. If you're wondering what's in here, this is all quarter. That lot's 3/8. Everything there 1/2 inch. All the way up to 34mm. And then this set here, which I've had for years and years and years. Again, quarter, 3/8, 1/2 inch. Both metric and imperial. Couple of impact sockets. A few extensions, a few additions to the kit. That doesn't live there. That top lives in there. There's only one spanner missing. One spanner missing. One spanner missing. I've seen that on the bench. There it is. 12-13 ratchet. So let's call that quits. That box is full. Everything's in it. You might as well have a quick tour. And I'll start at the bottom. This is all the heavy stuff that doesn't get used very often. Ball joint splitter, compression tester. There's all sorts in here. That's a pipe expander. Stud extractors. I'm not even pulling that out. Too heavy. Down there's a full set of metric ring and open end spanners. Now this is an interesting bit of kit. This is military grade torque wrench. This is a really, really handy piece of kit for really small, intricate work. You don't see these around very often, and I have no idea where I got it from, but it gets used for very intricate stuff. set of impact sockets. That's where they live. My full set of Torx bits. Impact driver. That's become redundant, that has, since I moved on to electric power tools. This is drills, taps. There's a couple of tap and die sets in here, some washers. I can't remember what's in that box. A couple of stud extractors. Let's have a discovery. I cannot remember what is in there. Oh, helicoil kit. That's what's in there. Working on anything aluminium, need a helicoil kit. This is general electrical stuff. Insulation tape, soldering irons, fuses, my Dremel. More electrical, my wire strippers. Vernier caliper, spark plug spanners, torque wrench, pry bars, tyre levers, spanner for adjusting, coilovers. There's a hammer missing out of there, and I think I've seen it. It's on the floor. Put that back in there, we know where it is. We've been through that drawer. Quarter, 3/8, half-inch sockets. Allen keys, pliers, mole grips, various assortment of pliers. For some reason the trim tool lives in there as well. And the lambda sensor socket. Don't ask. That one's screwdrivers and Allen keys. More Allen keys. That lot there's just loose screwdrivers, full sets of Allen keys. More 1/4 inch sockets, few 1/2 inch imperial sockets, loads and loads of screwdriver bits. Again, can't remember. Allen screwdriver bits, more Torx bits, more spline bits. Just various extensions, another 1/2 inch ratchet. Just stuff I've collected over the years. This is just loose, random metric spanners. That one's a combination of metric, imperial, brake spanners. Just odds and sods. And the top's just a mess. That's just where everything just gets thrown before it gets found a home. But I need to get back to tidying this up. I need to check all the batteries in the impact tools. Get them all charged up. Because I'm going to be using them again. That one's putting away. Let's put that down there where I can find it next time I need it. brake caliper wind back tool. You need that on an MR2. Yep, so go through the batteries, make sure they're all charged. Put that drill away. I just need to tidy up, that's about all I need to do. Oh, they need to go back in their box as well. Pickle fork needs to go away. This is what happens when you start a job. You end up with, there's another piece of kit that needs to go away. Angle grinder. Bomb sight. Reciprocating saw needs to go back on the shelf. I'll find that at home. That can go up there. If I ever ask anybody where's my reciprocating saw, tell me it's on the top shelf. Well, I'm going to tidy up. I'll show you the bench when I'm finished. It won't look like that, it'll be a lot cleaner. It's the Great Reset. I'm a little bit more organised now. I've got some bench space again. I've got enough for what I want to do. I've just had a brush up on the floor. That's all the junk I've got off the floor. Being as it's like 11 o'clock at night, I'm not going to put the shop vac on. But I'm going to hoover the bench tomorrow, hoover the vise, hoover the floor before I start on pad foot. And just, I've reset the bench basically, ready. Because tomorrow I want that bottom arm off. I want it off pretty handy tomorrow. And I'd like to think this could be rebuilt tomorrow. Cleaned, painted, reassembled. And this side then is back on the car and finished. That's the plan. I've got a couple of hours free. So let's see how far I can get tomorrow. If it doesn't happen tomorrow, it doesn't really matter. I've only got 2 bushes to do. Once I've got the arm off, that bottom ball joint's going to be good fun. I don't want to damage it. If it needs replacing, it'll get replaced. If it doesn't need replacing, well, it doesn't. Push the piston back into the caliper. In fact, I haven't looked at that yet to see what it looks like. Let's have a look at the caliper.